everyone, it's Miss Karen, and today I am going to teach you guys a phonics lesson. Before we get started with the lesson, I'd like to let you guys know a little bit of background information about my students. So currently I am a elementary school teacher in South Korea teaching English for kids from 3rd grade to 6th grade. And this is actually a real PPT that I am planning to use for my 3rd grader class next week. And a little bit about them, it is their first year learning English. So even though some are quite good, but most of the students only know how to sing the ABC song. They don't really know how to write the letters, and they can't really distinguish the different sounds yet. So that's what we're gonna do before we start with the textbook. This is kind of like a prerequisite preparatory lesson for them before we begin with the textbook and move on until the last move on until the end of the semester. So the name of this lesson is called Phonics and Writing. It's a very introductory phonics and writing class. As you can see, the goal of this lesson is to learn how to write, say, and know the alphabet sound. So they will do 3 different things for this lesson. They will sing, say, and write. We start with 2 songs. I'm not going to play the video here, but basically it's an ABC song in a Korean character since, you know, they're Korean kids. They love Pororo. It's amazing. They can relate with it very, very well, and they will sing along. And then I also included a phonics song. So this one is like, sorry, I'm a little sick right now, and excuse my voice. So for example, for the phonics song, it would be something like A is for apple, apple. So it includes all the letters of the alphabet and their sounds with the association with a vocabulary. So A with apple, B with ball, like that, to make it easier for them to remember the sounds. So after they finish listening to these 2 songs, I kind of go over the different sounds with them through singing. So for example, I would do A is for apple, and they would know how to say apple. B is for ball, ball. C is for cat, cat. D is for dog, dog. E is for elephant, elephant, like that. So once they have learn to associate the vocabulary with the sound, they are able to remember the sound just by looking at the letter. So let's practice, everybody. I say letter, you say sound. What is letter? Letter is the name of the alphabet, right? So for example, let's do the first one together. This is letter A. Everyone repeat after me. A. Sound, apple. Right? Next one. What letter is this? B. Right? B. Letter B. Sound B. Ball. Right? What letter is this? C. C. Sound cat. If they don't remember, you can always elicit through the song. Like C is for cat, and they'll be like, oh, cat. It's sound. Makes it super easy for them to remember. And then we keep going. What letter is this? D, the dog, right? What letter is this? E, sound elephant. And then I mixed up the order so I can pick on a kid. Hey, Justin, can you tell me what is the letter? What is the sound? What is the letter? What is the sound? Kind of like that. So it just keeps going until we have the listening practice phase. So this is when all the kids have practiced as a class together, and then we will do sound letter. So I say sound, you say letter. B, and they have to say B, or the, and they have to say D, and then we switch. This activity is for them to practice distinguishing the difference between sound and letter. These 2 keywords, very important in phonics. And then we have practice, right? So normally in an actual PowerPoint, the answer would be hidden. So I'd be like, okay, everyone, listen and tell me what sound you hear. Ready? Cat. Cat. Is it the cat or cat? Ah, cat. So what letter is that? C, right? Cat. C, letter C. Next one. dance. Dance. Is it dance? No, it's the dance. So that is D. D. The dance. Next one. Egg. Egg. Is it egg? No, teacher, it's egg. Okay, so what letter is that? E. E, right? And then we keep going. Apple, super easy. Everyone knows that one. Apple, A. And then bird. 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 Letter B. They would be able to say letter B. And then we have candy, boat, eggplant, the doctor, astronaut. So usually how I would present this is I start with the hardest one. So just the word. For example, candy. Candy. If they have no clue, then I would give them some hints. For example, candy. Give them a little bit more that they can work with some scaffolding here, right? So usually at this point, they would be able to guess the letter. If they hear the sound, they'd be like, oh, C. That's the letter C. So the first one is actually in the, the first and second one are mostly words that they already know. So even if they cannot distinguish the sound, these are very easy vocabularies that some of them may recognize. So that might be able to boost a little bit of confidence by including some easy words in here. And then after we do that, we will practice writing. So everyone, please take out your magic fingers, fingers like this, fingers up, and follow Miss Karen. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Very good. 1, 2. Good job. Next one. 1, 2, 3. Very good. 1, 2. All right, next one. 1, 1. But very small, right? Smaller. And then we have 1, 2. 1, 2. So whenever I'm doing this practice, I make sure that I'm facing towards the same direction as them. So they can follow me, everyone would be behind me, and then they can follow my stroke orders as I write on the board. And then next one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2. Good job. All right. So before we move on to the next sound, I'd like everyone to take out your notebooks, okay? Take out your notebooks. I will write some examples on the board. For example, A, only one A. Big A, small A, one line. B, big B, small b, one line. C, big B, small b, big C, small c, one line. So up until E, they would have to write one letter for each line, and for homework they would have to write it for 5 times. So A, B, 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 B. And then at the beginning of next class, my co-teacher and I would check their homework to make sure that they're doing it correctly. So that is kind of like an overview of how a phonics lesson would look like in my classroom. This is obviously not a full 40-minute lesson, just because phonics is not a component covered in most Korean English textbooks very thoroughly. So something I like to do is I would include a 5 to 10 minute phonics lesson at the beginning of each 40-minute lesson before we move into the textbook. So I just thought that this lesson would be a good example to use as my first micro teaching assignment. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wasn't really sure if I had to be super into character because it felt like there was a lot of explaining I had to do. But I did provide everyone with some examples and how I would execute this. So you're welcome to give me any feedback in the comment section below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much.